full of animal jewels. All the rules that you choose to use to get loose. With the luminous moves. More than this limits, let me get it like wow. It's like right now. It's like wow. It's like right now. It's like wow. It's like right now. It's like wow. It's like right now. Oh wow. Your life. Live once, can live it twice. So nice, so nice. Smooth like a tidal wave, take you on a getaway. My friends, your friends. Living every day like it's just about the end. I'm pissing in the wind cause it's so I'm fresh right now. Yeah, I wanna get it like wow. It's like right now. It's like wow. It's like giddy up. Wow. It's like wow. It's like wow. It's like wow. It's like
Your coffee is the spot. So keep that coffee hot. I love your coffee hot. So keep that coffee hot. Just got my baby day, but I don't plan to stay. I'm leaving right away. Tonight's my night to play. I love your coffee hot. Sure, it's the spot. hits the spot.
We call it content. We call it
Hits the spot. Hits the spot. Hits the
don't give a damn about what they say, what he say or she say. I'm addicted like drugs.
All right. Too long. All right, what up, everybody? Cameron, BB, peeps, what up? All right. We had a good sales day yesterday. Probably eBay took me out of jail because I've been listing. Maybe that's the answer. Let's take a look. It's been it's a lot of like stuff that's been in the store too. This one may look familiar from yesterday. I found it. It was not where it was supposed to be, but doesn't matter. It is found, and it is going out today. House of Representatives, State Capital, Salt Lake City, 266, white border era. These are some cuisine magazines. They're already bundled up, so I just grabbed them. $38. Went back and forth with the customer. They kept asking me to like break it up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not doing any of that. And then they kept asking me, are any of these 2018? And I'm like, well, I list the, like all the things down here. And like, you're getting a pretty good deal here. And they said, I'll give you 38. And I said, you know what? I'll take it. I got them for free. So, Iwo Jima Motor Inn Motel, Arlington, Virginia, $266. I had like 5 of these at one time. I have 1 left. I had to call eBay yesterday because I had a site issue. My actives listing page, if I'll show you guys in a minute the issue I've been having, but depending on like if setting certain parameters in your active listing search often comes back nothing or spins out, which is messed up. So I called eBay, and the tech I was talking to she's like, I'm shopping your store. This thing has been in the store this is one of my first listings. And I noticed while I was on the phone, I gotta watch her, and I'm like, is that you looking at that brooch? She's like, yeah. And I said, oh, okay. And then after the call, I sent an offer for $7 and they took it. So I assume I sold this to the eBay support lady who was helping me out. The Wachusett Dam and Reservoir, Clinton, Mass, white border, $2.95. Obviously been in an album. Not a postcard. This is a art print by Emily Winfield Martin. Let's see if we got a certificate of authenticity. At one point, it was $18. I think I sent an offer for 9 or 10. Unnecessary zoom in on the horseshoe curve on the Pennsylvania Railroad. We've all seen this card by now, I think. $3.55. Cherry blossoms in Kokani Gardens, Tokyo, Japan. Undivided back. 1902, $3.55. Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines River Bridge, linen, $3.55 free ship. This is a photograph from Eddie Paulgrove Ketch Bar Restaurant, Reading, Pennsylvania. It came in one of these folders. It's one of those things where they'd come take your picture while you were there and then sell it to you after the fact. Took an offer for $10. 2nd Street looking south, Kelso, Washington, $17.95, black and white divided back. Judges Cave, West Rock Park, New Haven, Connecticut, sold for $6.26. And then this just sold this morning, Scott Paper Company employee badge, sold for $26.95. And then we're into what got listed yesterday. 37 listed. Yeah, 37 listed for like $430. I didn't show these yesterday. I did buy a big pile of paper ephemera stuff that was mostly trains. This is from the famous Methy garage sale that Cameron refuses to go to. Listed these up. They have value. They're reproductions. They're reproduction catalogs from Lionel trains in the 1930s and 40s. There's actually pretty good sales on most of these. So I put together a lot of 7 at $55, and I'm pretty sure it won't be around for too long. Also some Lionel track layout books. These are some extra catalogs. This one's just a single for $20. It's already got a watcher on it. There's that Garth Brooks CD. I had to get under the cellophane because all the dirt on it was under the cello, but still had to kind of maintain its sealed nature. I don't know how the dirt got under the cellophane. I think probably it got left in a garage face down. Some water may have come in, although it didn't look like any water damage happened, which is weird. So I listed it up cheap, $9. Here's that Elgin clock. These things, there's pretty good sales on these too. $27.95. I got it for a couple of bucks. The Quail Call listed for $40. Considering I got it as a throw-in on a $10 buy, I'm pretty happy with that. And then the one pocket knife I got listed that was basically ready to go, Cherokee folding knife, $20. All right. So we're going to show you something real quick now. From the title of the video, we're going to do a quick end and sell similar. And this is how I do it. I had to kind of come up with this method because one, I was using web interpret, and I would have to end listings and then wait for all the international listings to end before I could find my the items I just ended. So if you use web interpret, this is the method for you. Don't use any other method. Also, I mean, Popeye's video was awesome. This is kind of where this is coming from. And he has valid points. That said, the sell similar was 3 times as many page views or impressions. So impressions lead to page views lead to sales. Basically, how I see it. So let me share the screen real quick. I've showed this before, but this is for anybody who wasn't paying attention, which I know there's lots of people who don't pay attention. All right. So first we got to set it up, and it's pretty easy to set up. First thing you do is you sort by start date to your oldest listings. Very easy. There we go. And make sure you're on all of your listings. So we're going to do this batch of 200. They were last ended sold similar on April 23rd. So I'm a little beyond 30-day cycle here. Then you go up to your navigation bar, and then you're going to right click, copy, and paste that into your second tab. I really recommend only having 2 tabs for this process. So there we go. They're exactly the same. Elvis Presley, Billy Gray, Four Sisters. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this, select all 200. We're gonna sell similar on those. Just make sure it loads without errors. It did. Go to our second tab, click those 200, actions and listings, and listings. The second this stops spinning, we go back here, we click submit. Live, no errors. Come back down here, tab 1, Trooper Dick Curtis up at the top, just if you want to take this step and double check them. We got Trooper Dick Curtis up at top. So we know that they all got ended successfully. We're going to sell similar on tab 1. Oops, I've got scrolling on my mouse here. So similar on tab 1. Load them up. No errors. Come over here. Action, end listings. End listings. Is it as fast as just ending everything and then relisting? Probably not. I can't imagine that it would be. And that loaded. You can also check here. It says 200 were successfully ended. And we click submit over here, and we're done. So if you are team sell similar and not team relist, that's how I do it. It's far less confusing and far less prone to errors, and you catch stuff a lot quicker and easier. If I do get an error or I get a duplicate listing, I just save it as a draft. And then when I'm done with this whole process, I go and I search for any of the ones that I saved in my active listings to make sure they're there. And if they're there, I delete them from my drafts. Any questions? You know, there was so much cookbooks and stuff, and there was enough quantity of all the magazines. I just grabbed them and left. All right. Well, there's no questions. That and sell similar method I have taught to many, and I know many that use it. It typically will take me about an hour to do about 6,000 to 10,000 listings, depending on how distracted I am. Usually I try to be relatively present for that process so I don't make mistakes. So Popeye's video, he did a side-by-side between his two stores of a full end relist and end sell similar, and from a impression standpoint, the sell similar did about 3 times the number of impressions as the relist. That said, it takes a lot longer, especially the way he was doing it, to do the end sell similar. He was going in, like basically doing the sell similar the same way that he does relist, and I don't think you can really do that successfully. Because you have to, after you sell similar, like go back to another screen and then delete. So the thing I just showed eliminates that. You're just toggling between 2 tabs, which is relative. You have to do anyways. And I'm sure that process could be a little bit faster if I had a faster computer or pages loaded faster. That's really the one thing that slows it down, is the spinning wheel that keeps it from loading right away. It takes a lot less concentration, and I'm not saying it's flawless in terms of like eliminating duplicate listings or eliminating lost listings, but it does a pretty good job, and it gives you a lot of opportunity to collect errors. All right, there's the postcards. All right. Let's get some of this stuff up here. And away we go. Some of you may remember the Tweety birds I picked up at a yard sale 2 years ago. I have what this is the second to last one. It's missing a thing, missing its tail. Took an offer for $18. I'll take it, and I'm making a bunch of money off the shipping. Popeye did a video of comparing end cell similar and end cell similar versus the end relist. And the statistic that stood out for me was there was a lot more impressions on end sell similar. I don't think you can really that's the only thing you can really judge it by, right? Because page views and sales are too dependent on the actual items that are being listed. I think your impressions are probably the only real measure of comparison for that particular test. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the only thing that's would really be affected is your impressions. Are you showing up in more searches when you do and sell similar? Click through has too many other factors involved to really be something to compare between those two things. Next, sold a tool belt. I got this for free. One of my campmates at Burning Man was like, anybody want this? And I'm like, that's a leather tool belt. I bet I can sell that on eBay. And they said, great. And that's what happened. $20. Oh, I'm not sending this in a flat rate. That's silliness. It's going to Corvallis. So it's going to be like 2 days. It seems like a decent box for this. All right. Pin. Oh, yeah, I never opened it. I called eBay, told them what happened, and they refunded the buyer and gave me my money back. So I should probably get that opened and relisted, but I have to do new scans of it. It's still sitting right over here. Tell you, every time I drop something and have to pick it up with this weight vest on, it kind of sucks. Don't think that'll work. Good job. All right. Let's dance to the hits of the 30s and 40s. Mm. Have a better. Yes. Hi, Buster. Hi. Are you just going to roll on the floor? Oh, look at you, roly poly. Want to say hi to the peeps? Want to say hi to the peeps? Say hello. There show the beans. You know that's what they're here for. Oh, there they are. How many are there? There are 5. There's 1. Yeah, that looks like 5. What you doing? You doing crimes? Or just mischief? What's up, Sal? Okay. I'm going to have to put you down because I got stuff to ship. You're not going to like it because I have to use tape. Oh, digging in. All right, buddy. All right. you gonna fit? Yes. Maybe. Have you sold any patches yet, Sal? How often do I oil and cut it? Sharpen? Never happened yet. Had it for a year. Still does fine. I think it's because it's not really a blade. Like it's literally just a metal straight edge and another metal straight edge. This is still like it feels pretty darn good. I don't feel any nicks or anything like that. Next up, this thing. Man, this has been in the store. This came from the buyout, and it was not listed when I found it. I just got an offer for 60 Australian dollars, which is $39.84 US. So pretty good sale. It is going to Montreal, which is it's one of those weird things. They bought it off the Australia site, and it's going to Canada. That just is it is what it is. Choose there. Okay. All right. Sold a Philadelphia Phillies pennant. Let's see here. What do we got? I feel like I can resize this and it'll probably be good. Nope. All right. What about this bad boy? That bad boy will be swell. All right, we're down to our last two things, and they're both easy. Yeah, it's best to roll them. Also, like, they're pretty easy. If they get creased, you can just iron them out or flatten them out under a stack of records. I like working with pennants. They're pretty easy overall. I literally just for the ones I have listed, which isn't that many at the moment, but I just have a pennant drawer, and they just get kind of laid flat in there, and that's all I do. All right, we're gonna use this. I'm out of mailers, so what are my options here? Ooh, I do have. You know what, we're gonna go. Got this. Which is the right box. Might be too modified. Indeed, it is. Not too. We got this. This will work. As long as this stayed. Sold. These both came from the same garage sale 2 weeks ago. Shock Music and High Five sold for $10. Get some of that extra tape off there. That's a legit shipper. I'm busy, Buster. I said I'm busy. Want treats? Let's go. Come on. Here. Show me which ones you want. You want these? These? Show me what you want. With these. And our other record and last item of the day, Martin Denny, Hawaii Tattoo. Sold for $8.95. Just like that. We're done. Hour and a half. All right. So I remembered this morning to actually track my steps while I pulled orders and did shipping. It's about 600 steps. I'd say that was pretty average morning. Speaking of walks and steps, yesterday I was out doing my evening walk, and I found sitting in an alley. It probably isn't going to work, but if I have to test it. And if I can sell it, I'm going to sell it locally. Otherwise, I'm going to donate it and get a nice write-off for it. Excuse please. And I hauled it like 5 blocks home too. It's an Epiphone. It's dirty. The last time it was sold was August 2023. So it's not that old. Let's see. Let's see if it fires up at least. Doesn't have any lights. Wait a minute. I feel like it was humming there. I know this is not exactly how this thing's supposed to work, but it should still make some noise if I give it a signal. Well, at least I got the workout of carrying it home. I don't know about that, but I'm trying to lose my COVID-19. I'm 2 weeks into it, and I think I'm down like 1.5 pounds. Maybe 2 pounds. Hard to tell. But been trying to just eat better and burn some calories and all that kind of stuff. All right, everyone. That's it for me today. Hope you all have a good one. We'll catch you on the flip top. Peace out. Bye.